If you're training hard but not seeing the muscle growth you expect, then something is off in your routine. And no, it's not about effort. Most of the time, the real issue is the exercises you're choosing. The majority of people stick to the basics: bench press, bicep curls, squats, which are great, but here's the problem. Your body adapts too quickly. And when that happens, muscle growth stalls. But don't worry. That doesn't mean you need to completely overhaul your workout. The key to how to build muscle fast is adding strategic variations that maximize muscle activation. There are lesser-known exercises that could be the missing piece to unlock new gains and take your muscle growth to the next level. So if you're serious about building muscle and finally breaking through that plateau, stay with me because today I'm going to show you 6 exercises that most people don't do, but that can skyrocket your hypertrophy like never before. And before we dive in, here's a heads up. If you think you've tried everything, just wait until you see the first exercise on the list. This might be the one thing your workout has been missing. If there's one exercise that used to be a staple for classic bodybuilders, but is rarely done correctly today, it's the dumbbell pullover on the cable machine. This movement is an absolute game changer because it targets 2 of the most important areas for an aesthetic physique: your chest and back. Unlike the traditional dumbbell pullover performed on a bench, the cable machine version maintains constant muscle tension throughout the entire movement. That means your pectorals, lats, and even serratus anterior are activated in a much more intense way. And the best part? This exercise helps expand your ribcage, creating that broad chest and thick back look that so many guys chase but struggle to achieve. Now, the key here isn't just pulling the weight back and forth. To truly maximize your gains and build muscle, the trick is to keep your arms slightly bent, lower the weight until you feel maximum stretch, and contract your muscles hard on the way up. Most people get this wrong by using too much weight, which turns the movement into an arm exercise, when in reality, it should be controlled by your chest and back. If you've never tried the cable pullover before, now's the time. Add it to your chest or back day, and you'll immediately notice the difference in size and definition. And the best part? You'll feel your muscles working like never before. If you think the traditional squat is the ultimate lower body exercise, wait until you try this variation. The Bulgarian split squat with extra weight is one of the most powerful movements for hypertrophy because it combines balance, control, and overload in a way that most exercises simply can't. Unlike a regular squat, where both legs work together, the Bulgarian split squat isolates each leg individually, forcing your body to engage more stabilizing muscles. And what does that mean? More muscle activation, more mechanical tension, and ultimately more growth. This is perfect for anyone looking to build muscle and develop legs with size and definition. Now, there's a crucial detail: proper execution. Many people position their foot too close or too far from the bench, which puts unnecessary strain on the knee. The ideal setup is to position yourself so that your front knee forms a 90-degree angle when you lower yourself, ensuring maximum activation of your quads, glutes, and hamstring. To further increase growth, hold heavy dumbbells or use a barbell for added resistance. And here's a bonus: because it's a unilateral exercise, it also corrects muscle imbalances, helping you build symmetrical and powerful legs. If you're not already doing this exercise, start now. Add it to your leg day, and you'll see a huge difference in size and strength. If you want a wide back and strong biceps, but you're still relying on lat pull-down machines, it's time to change that. Neutral grip pull-ups are one of the best exercises for how to build muscle fast. Yet for some reason, most people in the gym completely overlook them. Why? Simple, they're hard. While many lifters prefer machines because they're easier to control, pull-ups require raw strength and complete mastery of your body weight, but that's exactly what makes them so effective. Unlike a supinated grip, which emphasizes the biceps, or a pronated grip, which puts more stress on the lats, the neutral grip balances muscle activity, engaging your back, biceps, and even forearms at the same time. The secret to getting the most out of this exercise is perfect execution. No swinging or kipping. The focus should be on pulling yourself up in a controlled manner and lowering slowly, keeping tension on your muscles the entire time. If you can't do many reps yet, use a resistance band for assistance, or start by holding the top position isometrically to build strength. And if you already master neutral grip pull-ups, level up. Add weight using a dip belt or holding a dumbbell between your feet. This will push your progressive overload further and turn your back and biceps into solid blocks of muscle. If you want a thick, defined physique, do not skip this exercise. It's one of the best ways to build muscle and develop real strength. If you want broad, well-developed shoulders but feel like your front delts aren't growing as they should, this exercise might be the missing piece in your routine. The Smith machine shoulder press with an inclined bench is an underrated variation, yet it's extremely effective for anyone looking to build muscle and get that 3D shoulder look. Unlike the traditional shoulder press, this variation sets the bench at a 75-degree angle, which completely changes the movement mechanic. Instead of letting your chest take over, which often happens in regular overhead presses, this setup directly targets the front delt, creating more muscle activation. more mechanical tension, and ultimately, more hypertrophy. Another major advantage of using the Smith machine is stability. Since the bar follows a fixed path, you can focus 100% on the movement without wasting energy balancing the weight. This allows you to lift heavier and push your shoulders to failure without sacrificing form. But here's the key. The magic happens on the way down. Many lifters make the mistake of doing short, fast reps, which reduces muscle activation. The secret is to lower the bar completely until it reaches your clavicle, keeping the movement slow and controlled, then explode back up. This ensures maximum fiber activation, leading to real muscle growth. If your shoulders aren't growing as fast as you'd like, add this exercise to your routine and watch the difference. It's one of the best ways to build muscle and get that powerful athletic look that makes any physique stand out. If you want stronger, denser legs and a well-balanced physique, then the Romanian deadlift needs to be in your workout. This movement is essential for building hamstrings, glutes, and lower back, giving you more strength, endurance, and muscle mass. The difference between the Romanian deadlift and the conventional deadlift comes down to knee flexion and eccentric focus. While the conventional deadlift uses a greater range of motion and engages the entire body, the Romanian variation specifically targets the hamstrings and glutes, stretching the muscle fibers for maximum activation. And why is that so important? Simple. When you stretch a muscle under tension, you activate one of the most powerful triggers for hypertrophy, mechanical tension. That means your muscles will be forced to grow faster and more efficiently. Now, perfect execution is key. A lot of people round their lower back or drop the weight too fast, which completely kills the benefits and increases injury risk. The correct way to do it? Hinge at the hips, keep your back straight, and push your glutes back as you lower the bar. This keeps the focus entirely on the hamstrings and glutes without straining your lower back. If your goal is how to build muscle fast in your legs while preventing muscle imbalances, this exercise is a must. Add it to your routine and get ready to feel your hamstrings work like never before. If you want thicker, more defined arms, there's one key fact you need to understand. The triceps make up about 70% of your upper arm mass. That means focusing only on biceps curls is a major mistake. If your goal is to build muscle and get those big, powerful arms, you can't skip high pulley triceps extension. But hold on, we're not talking about the basic version that everyone does with sloppy form. The real secret to maximizing triceps activation lies in your posture and execution. One of the most common mistakes I see in the gym is people flaring their elbows out or rocking their torso back and forth. This takes tension away from the triceps and turns the movement into a shoulder and chest exercise. To truly isolate the muscle and force hypertrophy, the trick is to keep your elbows locked in place, control the downward movement, and fully extend your arms at the bottom. Another game changer, use a rope attachment instead of a straight bar. This allows for a more natural movement and a stronger contraction at the end of each rep, fully engaging the long head of the tricep, the part responsible for giving your arms that thick, full look. If you feel like your arms aren't growing as they should, it's time to stop neglecting the real mass build, the triceps. Add this exercise to your routine, and you'll start noticing the difference in both size and definition within just a few weeks. Now that you've discovered these 6 insanely effective exercises, the question is simple. Are you going to keep training the same way? Or are you going to implement these into your routine and finally unlock a new level of muscle growth? If you're serious about how to build muscle fast, you can't rely on traditional exercises alone. The key to an impressive physique is strategic variation and precise execution. So try these movements in your next workout and let me know in the comments which one hit your muscles the hardest and which one surprised you the most. And if you want more advanced hypertrophy tips, you know what to do. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's grow together.